Batman starring Robert Pattinson started off with fans being skeptical, since the actor is most known for Twilight, and let's face it, the only Batman movie where we thought he would fit was Batman vs. Dracula. However, after the DC Fandome 2020 trailer, we were more than excited to welcome the sparkling star of Robert Pattinson into the fold. However, it didn't start off like that. The movie was originally intended to star Ben Affleck, who'd also be directing, but Affleck left the project and caused the movie to be set outside the DCEU. Well, like the main DCEU, but not because, not talking multiple Earths. The movie is written by and after Affleck's departure, directed by Matt Reeves, who is known for movies like Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, War for the Planet of the Apes, Cloverfield, and Let Me In. After a hiatus in 2020 because of the coronavirus pandemic and a shutdown after star Robert Pattinson tested positive for COVID-19, the Batman has completed filming and was in the post-production process. But with any great Batman comes their honorable butler Alfred, who will be played by Andy Serkis this go around, as confirmed by Reeves on Twitter in November of 2019, with Colin Farrell being set to play the role of the Penguin, who is usually depicted as short and stumpy, but perhaps this time we'll be seeing a taller and perhaps more American Psycho-esque version of Oswald Cobblepot. The apparent main villain of the movie, however, will be the Riddler, as we can see from the multiple To the Batman envelopes that were the focus of the DC Fandome 2020 trailer, and the iconic role will be played by none other than Paul Dano, who played an excellent villain in There Will Be Blood. Zoe Kravitz will be our Selena Kyle, and honestly, I'm here for it. This isn't the first time she's played the character either, voicing the iconic cat burglar in the Lego Batman movie. It counts, okay? Thanks to Matt Reeves on Twitter, we also know that Peter Sarsgaard will be playing someone in the movie, although in my research I couldn't find any confirmation as to who he'd be playing. Although it's speculated that he will be playing Harvey Dent, aka Two-Face. We know that more than any other Batman movie, this one will focus on a metric of classic Batman rogues. The ones we are guaranteed are the Riddler, the Penguin, and Catwoman. Reeves noted at DC Fandome 2020, however, that though this movie isn't an origin tale for Batman, it will be for those three villains. They're not the baddies we know quite yet. Well, Zoe Kravitz is, but not her character. There are also rumors of appearances from Two-Face, Mad Hatter, and Firefly. Additionally, some rumors state that those villains will not be the only ones we see in this film. The film is said to be a noir-style mystery, but with Batman and some wicked combat scenes from the looks of things. However, some fans believe this story will be an adaptation of or inspired by the comic storyline of The Long Halloween, which is a 13-issue limited series that ran from 1996 to 1997, and it was the follow-up to 3 Batman Legends of the Dark Knight Halloween specials. This story takes place during Batman's early days of crime fighting, like we know the story to be set for the movie. The Long Halloween tells the story of a mysterious killer named Holiday, who kills people on holidays, one each month. Working with District Attorney Harvey Dent and Captain James Gordon, Batman races against the calendar as he tries to discover who Holiday is before he claims his next victim, while also attempting to stop a crime war between 2 of Gotham City's most powerful families, Maroni and Falcone. This novel also acted as a reintroduction to the DC universe for one of Batman's most elusive foes, Calendar Man, who knows the true identity of the Holiday killer but refuses to share this with Batman just because he can. He instead riddles and gives Batman hints from his Arkham Asylum cell, who could instead be replaced by the Riddler in this movie version if it is in fact based off this series. Reeves hasn't said anything about The Long Halloween though. All he said is that the movie will focus on Batman's second year of wearing the cape and cowl. A series of killings begins happening in Gotham and they tie to the history of the city. So while it may not be an exact origin, it does touch on his origin story, so hopefully no more slow-mo. And as Bruce learns more about what's really going on in Gotham and the corruption it causes, he also learns about and has to overcome how his family and parents fit into everything. Reeves also unveiled a first look at the new Batmobile via his Twitter account in March of 2020, appearing more like a heavily modified supercar from Grand Theft Auto 5. This is a return to the classic car version of a Batmobile as opposed to the freaking tanks that we're seeing recently, which is certainly a nice change of pace. The movie is set to release March 4th, 2022, but I can't be more excited. I usually don't really care for DC movies, but the Batman and the Flash movies got me really excited. There we have it, friends, everything we know about the upcoming The Batman movie. A reminder that we will be covering DC Fandome all day with more videos about the upcoming movies, video games, and trailers as we see as the day goes on. Also, we've been covering it for the past day, so be sure you go check out those videos as well. And make sure you subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss out on any future updates. And make sure you have YouTube notifications on your phone because that's the only way you're actually going to get the updates. Just saying. Thanks for watching, and let's get back under the dome.